Welcome back everybody. So guys, here in this lecture we'll be talking about the tables. What are the tables and how we can use them. Here inside the body I'm gonna make the very first table. So this is a table and I'm just going inside the table to show you something. So actually, to manage the data, any kind of data you have which you just need to be tabulated, even in old times people was used to use tables for making the layouts too, because ultimately the header, the sidebar, the footer and the central data is can be tabulated too, but now it's not a tradition for now, but we can still use that. By the way, any kind of data like making reports or managing any data in a nice form, we have to use a table. So I'm just making a simple report now. So the very important thing inside the table is t head. If the table has a head, then we have to use the t head, otherwise then it doesn't need. And the t body, inside the t head we can make the head. Okay, inside the body we can make the body. So now there's the t head. What is the tr? Just focus on what I'm doing, because there is a lot more to learn when we just talk about the tables, because tables are not alone everything. The table tag is not alone everything. Okay, so here the t head is there. Okay, and you can see that I've made the tr means table raw. The single raw, the very first raw I'm just making here, means the horizontal raw is called the raw here, and the vertical raw is called the column here. But we're not gonna make the columns, we're just gonna make the raw and multiple cells in a raw. If there are 3 cells, 3 raws, okay, so that means the rows can have 12 columns. The rows can have 12 cells, means 12 boxes. So how much columns we have? We have if we have 3 rows with 12 boxes, then we have 12 columns with 3 boxes. This is really simple and really interesting. You will understand it while we make it. So the because we are in t head, so we have to make the th. We have to use the th, means table heading. This is a single cell inside the tr, the table raw. And for the first table heading I'm just using the s.no, and right after this s.no I'm just making another one, and inside this I'm just typing something like a student name. I can make anything, I can put anything there, but I just thought it's cool, so I'm just using that, so no problem at all. th again, and there after the student name I'm just typing something like subjects, and here I'm just typing remarks. Whatever you got in my mind you can put here. I got these things, so I just put it. Now in table body, first of all we again need a raw, the table raw. I've made the table raw. I'm going inside the table raw, and here I'm just making td, and just complete the td and go inside, and here I'm just putting something like number 1, and being in this raw, being in this table raw, I'm just going down and just making another one, and to the another table cell I'm just putting John, the student name, and the third one I'm just putting subject as the chemistry. Whatever I got in my mind I just put it, because this is not the chemistry, this is not the school test, this is just simple programming working. So you cannot put any, you can put anything, you just need the result in a programmatical way. Remarks, John is a nice student. Whatever I got in my mind I just put it again. Now I need to go to the browser to check if everything is working fine, and I just need to refresh the page. Okay, the serial number 1, student name John, subject is chemistry, remarks, John is a nice student. This is the very first table we've ever made yet. Now you can put another rows too, no problem, but one thing, or very important thing I'm just putting here, and it is the border. Okay, I want the border. I just put it 1. I can put 0, but 0 is by default value, so I just put it 1, and you can see that the table now has a border. Now we can make multiple TRs inside this table. So TD, and here I'm just putting 2, and I'm just going down another TD, and there it is, not John, but I'm just putting here the mark, whatever I got in my mind, I just made it, whatever. Okay, now next one I'm just putting here the physics TR, sorry, TD, mark needs some practice. Okay, cool, awesome, not bad. Going to the browser back and refreshing the page is something really interesting. Okay, cool, we got the data, in tabulated form. This is how we can make the tables, and this is how we can use them. I think I just tried my best to teach about the tables. There is a lot more in a table in the form of attributes, but they're deprecated. What's the meaning of deprecation? We didn't talk about the deprecation yet. In a table, even the border one, there is a border one, we even don't use that one too, because this attribute is now deprecated, because we can use the CSS, we can use the style tag, style attribute for all these kind of things. So we don't use attribute a lot much. That's why I'm not gonna teach you a lot of things about the attribute. I'm just gonna guide you how you can use the tables. Then we will be just learning the CSS. So there, why I just use the border one, because I just wanted to show you how it looks with the borders. But we'll be applying the borders with the style sheet later on. So I think this is all we have for the tables. In the next class, we'll be learning about how we can nest the table. So stay tuned and goodbye.